friends. Happy Monday. Uh, I hope you all had a great weekend. And I want to welcome you to my live. And if you happen to be watching later, welcome to the replay. My name is Robin, and I'm with Robin's Egg Blue Creations, and I'm also an independent designer with Chalk Couture. So if you are looking for inexpensive, easy to use, easy to clean DIY products and projects, you are in the right place. Before we get started, I just want to let you know I'm live in 3 locations this evening. So if you hear me refer to a comment that you don't see in your feed, that person may be viewing on a different platform. Also, if you are watching from my private Facebook group, there is a permission link in the description of the video. Clicking that link just allows StreamYard, my multi-streaming browser, to pin your profile name and pic to your comment. You can choose not to click that link. Just know that your comment may show up as Facebook user in my comments. I may not know who I'm interacting with, but I will still interact. I will still answer any questions. I will still say hi. So just keep typing out your comments. And as always, if you wouldn't mind, if you like what you see during this project and think that others should see it, please feel free to spread the craft love all over social media. What doesn't matter, whatever platform you're on, hit that heart button, hit that thumbs up button, like, subscribe, follow. And as always, tag your crafty friends and invite them along to watch along with you. And let's go to the comments and let's see who's here. Jason is watching from the other side of the door. And again, as you hop on tonight's live or hop on the replay at a later date, please say hi in the comments. With that, I'm going to go ahead and flip the camera so that you can see what we're doing. Okie doke. So we are working on the Club Couture project for March. Normally, I don't like to show it before the month is here, but I am super excited about this kit and I am ready to show it off. So this is, let me just, well, no, I won't do that yet. So Club Couture is an exclusive monthly DIY subscription kit that comes directly to your mailbox. It ships for free. There is a set price of, I think it's $20, right, currently it's $21.99 per month. There is a minimum commitment of 3 months to sign up, but then you can cancel at any month after that. It comes with an exclusive B-size transfer, 3 Chalkology singles, which are either paste or ink. Yes, I said ink. And a coordinating surface to chalk on. So far, it has been chalkable shapes, but this month it is a canvas pouch. And it also comes with 3 ink paste singles. These are not the colors, but this is what the ink samples look like. So they will say Chalkology ink. And your 3 colors this month are Couture Coral, Meadow, and Shimmer Gold. But again, they will come in little paste packets like that. And then your transfer is going to look like this. So it's called Everything Changes. So it's an exclusive B-size transfer. B-size transfers are 8.5 by 11. And the only way to get this particular transfer is to either be a Club Couture member or a designer. So these are silkscreen reusable transfers. They are reusable about 8 to 12 times. You can probably get more than 12 uses out of it. It also depends on how well you take care of it. So because these are reusable, I need to make sure that I note on the back side. You can either write the word, oops, my pen isn't working, so I will pick a different one. Just need to either write the word back or I just write the title of the transfer. That way, if I'm working with a few different transfers, I know which one goes where. So I'm going to be using the 3 colors that would come in your paste or in your ink singles. That's going to be hard to get used to because up until now it's been paste. And then I'm also going to add black. So I think, oops, and I don't have I forgot to grab an ink mat. So let me do that real quick. So I'm just grabbing an ink mat. Find one. So normally, Chalkology sells 2 ink mats. There's one that's 17 by 17, and there's one that's 11 by 23. And the 11 by 23 one is made to be cut up into different pieces. But because I do lots of workshops, I sometimes cheat, and I will buy these cutting mats. This one's not very sticky. At Hobby Lobby, because they work just the same. Let me try to find one that's actually sticky. So these weren't very sticky either. That's okay. These were 12 by 24, and I cut them in half. But I'm going to cut this one in half even more so that I can fit it in my little pouch here. I'm just going to cut it. So this is going to help stabilize my fabric and keep it from moving around. It's also going to keep the ink from going, from bleeding onto the backside. Sorry, I can't do 2 things at once tonight. I can't talk and cut at the same time. So I have left a cart link in the description of the video. The cart link has like the ink mats, the squeegees, all of that linked. There is another link that has the Club Couture information if you're wanting more information about subscribing to that. So I'm just putting my ink mat in my pouch, and this pouch is about 9 3/4 by 7.5 ish. So you can see it helps get a lot of my wrinkles out. It helps stabilize my fabric, and it helps to keep my ink from bleeding to the backside. So I think I'm just going to use the butterfly on this particular pouch. And I would recommend that if you think you're going to use a transfer on ink or a transfer with ink on fabric, try to do that project first before you do any other project. That way your transfer is as sticky as possible because you want it to stick to your fabric really well. I just put my backer sheet back down because transfers like to stick to my glass mat. And that's no bueno. I wonder. I can't decide whether I want to add the words or if I just want to add the butterfly. I think I just want to add the butterfly. I think. Okay, so I'm just trying to get this stuck down. I'm literally just eyeballing. And I'm going to burnish most of this down. I'm also going to get my placement tape that is still packed up from the weekend. Sorry. I had a chalk party at a local salon this weekend, so everything is still packed up. So this is the Chalk Couture placement tape. It is meant to help you place like individual letters from the font transfers, but it's a perfect way to mask off some of the areas of your transfer that you don't want to paste. I tend to over paste, so I'm just kind of marking off where I don't want to go. So there's nothing worse than getting ink where you don't want it to get. And I think I may add these little sparkle designs in. Okay, so let's get, I think I'm going to do the tried and true, ain't no party like a chalk party. Chalk parties are fun. They are lots of fun. So we made an 18-inch door rounds this past weekend, and I'll need to get those pictures put up on my Facebook page so you can all see them. So these, again, are the three colors. You get Couture Coral, you get Shimmer Gold, and you get Meadow. And look, these are probably the original colors, ink colors, and tubs that I purchased probably 4 and 5 years ago. The ink rarely dries out. It might get a little stiff, but it does not dry out like the paste does. So it will last a long time. So what I'm going to do is just randomly put different colors all around the butterfly. And then I'm going to take that off and try to get that dry. And then I'm going to come back in after I clean my transfer, and I'm going to maybe try to overlay some of the black. I'm at least going to overlay the black on the body and the antenna. But I may do it around. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll see what it looks like after we do the hot mess. So you want a squeegee for each color. So I'm just going to dip my squeegee into my ink. And we'll do the coral first. And I'm, again, just going to lay a bunch of color everywhere. You don't want to mix your colors yet. These are kind of an odd color combination, but it's what Chalk Central picked out. But you can do any color combination that you want. Oh, I just mixed them up. And get a paper towel. I don't want to stick that back in my gold. That would be no bueno. Okay. I think I'm good for right now. So let's get some Meadow down. Actually, I'm going to get a thinner squeegee. get one of these. Okay, so now I'm just going to add the green in some of these little weird spots. You have to come back in and add color or add some more. May not have enough down. So this is literally like a hot mess. It looks like a hot mess because right now it is a hot mess. Let's come back in. I'm going to come back in with a little bit more coral. Just kind of get some of those spots a little more covered. And I'll probably do the same with the gold. You want to put enough down to where it's spreadable to kind of help fill in some of those gaps. So I'm going to lay down a bunch of gold over where I've already way it will spread. I'll put some out here. Actually, let's go ahead and do these two while I have it. So I'm just going to do the sparkles too, and then I can pick up some of that gold that's out here to kind of help blend some more of those areas. Okay, so then you're going to take, I'll just use this one, another squeegee, preferably a clean one. Hello, Miss Pam from Arizona. Welcome. So now we're just going to take a clean squeegee. Actually, I'm going to add a little bit of green up here. I'm going to add some more green in, and then I'll clean it off. Just want to make sure I have enough to spread. Okay, now let's take a clean squeegee. And you're just going to swipe. And this is why I tape, because I over paste. And you don't want to mix this back in because it's got all sorts of funky colors in it. I'm just going to do the antenna green right now because that's what I have. Just a spot up there. Because like I said, I'll come back in with the black and add it in. Oops. Keep in mind, if you make a mess on your fingers, don't touch the edge of your zipper pouch because then you'll get weird colors of ink everywhere. Okay. And if you've watched before, you know I've said that paste will dry in your silk screens, but the ink does not dry in your silk screen. So you have quite a bit more work time than you would with paste. So you can do a little bit of cleaning because I don't want that ink all over my fingers. So I kind of got a little bit over here, which I can probably cover up. So now I'm going to pull it back gently. Just make sure I got all of it covered. Again, these aren't the colors I probably would have chosen, and I could have chosen different colors, but So that's kind of what you're left with, kind of a marbling. Hey, Miss Bonita. Little marbled effect. I did boo-boo here because I got a little carried away, but we can cover that up. So let's, Bonita, I'm cheating and I'm doing the March transfer early. Let's clean that up. I'm going to cover these up because I'm done with these. Pam says very pretty. Jason says that's gorgeous. I'm going to get my sleeves in it. Okay, let's clean. I'm going to clean the transfer so I can come back and do black. So I'm just going to get out a squirt bottle and I'm going to get out a towel. Even my Becker sheet is now pretty. So I'm going to spray it down. This is just regular water. I'm going to spray down my board eraser. Look how easy those clean. Easy peasy. That's why I love these products. I'm going to flip it over and just rub it gently across the backside. That will release any leftover ink that is in the transfer. And then to quickly dry it, I'm going to get my fuzz towel out. And so this fuzz towel has the terry cloth side to fuzz your transfers. And the microfiber side is perfect for drying your transfers. So I'm just going to stick it in there. I'm going to fold it over and it'll literally be drying in like 5 minutes. Pam says she hasn't chalked or inked this transfer yet. I don't normally like to unveil the next month's Club Couture transfer, but I was super excited about this one, so I decided not to wait. So if you sign up between now and the end of Thursday, you'll still get the Howdy, which is the door round that's behind me when I show, or it's not Howdy, it's the cowboy boots. But this one, this butterfly will be available on March 1st. There are going to be some changes to Club Couture on March 1st. So let's go ahead and talk about those while my transfer is drying. So the cost is going to stay the same. It's still $21.99 US, $27.99 Canadian. There's going to be a new Perks member price, and the Perks membership program launches March 5th. So the Perk member price will be $17.99, and then the designer price will be $15.59. So if any designers are watching and haven't heard, our Club Couture transfer will no longer be included with our monthly website fee. If we want to, as a designer, sign up for Club Couture, we can either subscribe or we can do it on a month-to-month basis, but that doesn't guarantee that you'll get the transfer. If you have been a Club Couture transfer before March 5th, you are... Pam says she's not going to tell anyone. Well, thank you. I know lots of designers skip ahead, so I won't get in trouble. I know I won't. So if you are already a club member, nothing is going to change for you. You're going to be grandfathered into the perks that you already, or the benefits that you already receive as a Club Couture member. If you subscribe after March 1st as a Club Couture member, they are eliminating the $5.99 flat rate shipping on the first chalk order placed of each month. They're also eliminating subscriber exclusive special offers and deals. Otherwise, everything stays the same. You still get your free mini squeegee shipped out with your first Club Couture order. You still get free monthly shipping on your Club Couture transfer, accessory, and colors. You still get the exclusive B-size transfer. You get a coordinating accessory every month. You get a coordinating Chalkology paste or ink singles, and you get access to the how-to videos and the PDF instruction sheet. So yeah, so the only thing that's leaving is the $5.99 flat rate shipping on your first chalk site order placed each month, and your subscriber exclusive special offers and deals. And your exclusive special offers and deals are leaving because those are now getting, they're being put into the Perks member program. So, and the Perks member program is going to be super fun for anyone who, and it's customer based. So if you are like me and you had a wish list that was way bigger than your wallet, but you have no desire to sign up as a designer to get product at a percentage off, then as a perk member for a monthly fee, you can shop at a discount. Just like a designer, you will be part of the Chalk Couture community, but you won't have to build a team or have a quota or give your social security number or get a 1099. It's strictly for those customers that purchase a lot of product and want it at a discount. That's all I'm going to say for right now. Okay, but be looking for that on March 5th. I think my transfer is pretty dry. Dries pretty quick in that on the microfiber side. So now I just want to make sure that this is dry. Which I probably should have been drying it from the get-go. I'm going to try to dry it with my embossing tool and hopefully not melt anything. Give it a little bit of heat to see if it'll dry. Let me see. Anybody have any questions about the Club Couture program that changes on March 1st? If you're already a member, you don't have to worry about anything. All of your perks will stay the same because those are your benefits will stay the same because those are the benefits that you signed up with. So you'll still get the $5.99 shipping on your first order every month if you have been a club member before March 1st. Let me see if I'm forgetting anything. So here's this month's Club Couture transfer. I used it a week or two ago and made the cutest little bandana howdy round with it. And it comes with bark. I can't read it. I think that's Still Couture Coral and Shimmer Melon, I think. And then this March's is the B-size transfer, the zipper pouch, and 3 ink samples. So you get Couture Coral, Meadow, and Shimmer Gold. That's what we're working on tonight. Don't forget, there's also still a warehouse sale going on. There's lots of new lots of new past transfers added. They keep adding almost every day. So if you haven't gone to look at that, you should go look at that because there's lots of cool things in the warehouse sale. get it cooled off. Not totally dry, but it's better. I'm trying to keep this moving so I don't melt my cutting mat or break my glass mat. So I think, oh, that's hot. I'm going to let that cool down a bit. And I think I'm just going to do the body and the antenna black, so I don't want to lose any of that color. I'm just going to try to see if I can cool this off a little bit. And then I'm going to add a few other little sparkly embellishments to cover up my boo-boo. So actually, let's do that before we get too far. And the rest of the butterfly can dry. Let's see. So I think I put a big one. Let's cover up that one with the big one. I don't want this to stick to everything else. Okay, so let's get our gold out again. Let's see if we can fix some of these little where I boo-booed. And it came up. I love these new transfers, but they don't stick very well to fabric. Okay, so let's put a gold sparkle there. And then we'll add some more to the other side. We'll put a little one there. And then we'll put there's my other spots. And then we'll put another one right there. I'm just covering up all the spots where I kind of over inked earlier. And then let's put another big one down here. We'll just add these two back down here. Oops, that didn't work very whoopee. So I'm going to lay this one back down. Hopefully, I can't see through it. It was a little more careful than I did. Let's put one over here. Like right. There. And then we'll put a few more on the other side to kind of match. We'll put a few in the middle. And we'll put one up here. Pam, I'm assuming you're a designer. How long have you been a designer? I joined in June of 2018, but I was kind of a slow starter. I didn't go live until like almost 3 years ago. I dragged my feet and I really wished I hadn't. Pam says it's a pretty good deal for clubbies. I love the Club Couture program. I probably should put some in there, but I don't really want to mess it up. Maybe after a while. Maybe. Okay, so I know I'm a little discombobulated this evening, but kind of hang with me a bit. I'm just going to wash off this extra gold so I don't get it everywhere, because I will, but I'm not going to. Okay, that should be good. Okay, so let's bring our, wash my hands again. You can never wash your hands enough when you're doing an ink project because you will get it everywhere. Margie says pretty. So here it is up close so far, but I think I want to lay the transfer back down, and I'm going to bring in a little bit of black ink to do the antenna and mostly the body. Oops, I see some gold up there. Okay, so, oops, I need to bring that back in. Oh, good golly. I have a mess, people. A big fat mess. Actually, let's just put our towel back. I need to put something down. I love this glass mat, but when you're using smaller projects and larger surfaces, it tends to stick. And if you've worked with these transfers and used them around glass, you know that they stick terribly. Hello, Miss Ashley. So I'm just lining it back up as best as I can. But I really only need to worry about the body and the antenna. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect. So Ashley, we're working on the March club transfer. I'm skipping ahead. I'm try to get a small one. I don't need a big area, or I don't need to cover a big area. So I'm just coming back in with black ink, and I'm going to do the antenna. Let's come in with a detail tool. So this is a tiny, tiny little squeegee. It's great for some of these little nooks and crannies, or if you're in a tight spot and you don't want to over paste. Or ink over ink. It's hard to remember that you're using ink because we don't get ink very often with Club Couture. Ashley says she loves butterflies. I'm just trying to get the body as best as I can. Again, I'm not striving for complete perfection, but I do want to make sure that the body is mostly covered. Let's put those there. Check my fingers. I do wish parts of the butterfly had black on it, but I don't want to ruin it. I could probably come back in with a fabric marker and maybe outline, which I may do that later. Yeah, I'm going to do that later. Ashley says, how was craft night? It was a lot of fun. We ended up with 4 ladies, and they each made really pretty door rounds. I need to post pictures in the next couple of days. So I think for March, my friend Ashley and then the salon owner where she works and we co-host a craft night every month. And I think next month we're going to do a DIY graphic tee. So it'll be A and B size transfers and ink. You bring your own graphic tee or hoodie. And I'm also trying to decide whether I should also offer a tote bag option. Like we could supply the tote bags and then they do a t-shirt. Or if we should just stick to the t-shirts. I can't decide. How's your little one feeling? She's not little anymore. How's Jay feeling? I know. Yeah. So there is our butterfly. So if I want to, you always want to heat set your ink projects. I'm probably going to let this dry for 24 hours and then I'll come back tomorrow and heat set it. And the heat set instructions are, you can use a home iron on medium or set it to the fabric setting of what you're heat setting and use small circular motions. I wouldn't do 4 minutes per side. You're going to probably scorch your project. So I need to change that. I would do like 30 minutes to 30 minutes. Oh Lord, that would be a fire hazard. 30 seconds to a minute per side. You can tell when it's heat set because right now it's kind of sticky, and once you heat set it, it's not sticky anymore. If you have a heat press, like a clamshell heat press or an Cricut Easy Press or any type of easy press like that, then you set it to 305 and you press it for 30 seconds. You want to use parchment paper as a barrier between either your press or your iron, and that is how you heat set. You can also do the back side if you would like, but I'm going to let this side dry. But, my little tagline on my logo says, upcycled this and embellished that. So I can't let you go without embellishing this zipper pouch. So we're going to make a cute little tassel. I didn't quite have coral, but I think this color will be good. Ashley says she's better, must have had a 24-hour stomach bug. She was happy. Well, I'm sure she was happy you came home that night. We missed you, but you were where you needed to be. So I found this fabric in my stash. I'm also going to add leopard because I'm just extra like that. And then I found the green color. So we're going to cut these into little fabric strips. Trying to get these dirty squeegees out of the way so I don't get my fabric. So we're just going to make a cute little tassel. So when Ashley says she can't wait to see what everyone made. When I just cut little slits into my fabric, and then so there's little snips, and then I literally just tear it. So let's see, I think, and then we'll probably end up having to cut those in half. So this is a fabric, I believe this one is a Waverly fabric quarter from Walmart. Yes, this one is a Waverly fat quarter. The other bandana I have is, or the other leopard I have is a bandana from Hobby Lobby. So it's a lot like this one. This is a bandana from Hobby Lobby. I love to use their bandanas because they're cheap. They're like 99 cents. So again, I'm just going to cut a couple of strips. And then I'm going to tear. And then let's fold that back up. And then I keep these in little clear bins that I get from Menards. They're little tool bins. They're perfect for fat quarters. And I think this was a remnant. I love to look at remnants when I go to Hobby Lobby, Joann, and Walmart. I think we'll tear this way. Yep. Then I don't have to cut it in half. Just going to cut a few more of this than the other ones because I don't have to cut these in half. That one's thick. And they don't even need to be the same widths. You can have some thicker, some thinner. Whatever floats your boat. Okay, put those away. Let's grab our strips. I think I'm going to snip this one again because it has this sewn edge. So I'm going to tear that off. But I like to use this sewn edge as to wrap my tassel. So I'm just going to cut these in half. So they'll be a little shorter. And then let's just try to mix them up. And if this isn't your cup of tea, you don't have to do it. You could also use yarn. To make a tassel. So I'm just kind of making sure they all go the same way, roughly. Okay, so then I've got them like that. Let's cut. I'm going to cut this in half. So I'm going to use one piece to tie around the entire tassel. Oops. Don't pull so tight. See? Oh, well, it still works. I just don't have a hanger. We'll just tie the other end. That's not going to work. Yeah. Just tie that tight, and then we'll cut that off. Okay, so although I am going to have a hanger. Let's just cut another piece off of this. I'll do a skinny piece. Ashley says, love the patterns. It's probably a little wild for some people, but I like it. I don't have a problem mixing patterns. Plus, I'm using what I have. I think I'm going to tie a knot in this end. Probably should have made that longer. Sorry, we're just kind of winging things here. It's what we like to do. If it's not your thing, my apologies. I should have made that longer, probably. I'll try to make it as short as I can. And then I was going to try to get it to the inside. And then I'm going to wrap kind of like a little lark's head knot and try to hide. That's not going to be enough to tie to the Don't do what I do. It may not work. And yeah, I need a bigger piece. Let's use leopard. It's my favorite. I need a bigger piece, so my apologies. Okay, so I'm just going to tie it to the top. I like to try to hide my knots, but I'm not. It's just not going to work tonight. I am going to twist my fabric so that most of the right sides show. Okay, so now we have our hanging knot. I'm just going to kind of arrange everything to kind of make a tassel, and then I'm going to bring it all down, and then I'm going to use, I did not tie that tight, this piece. I'm going to put a loop at this end, and I'm just going to lay it right here with this piece of tail hanging out. So I've got my little loop here, and I'm going to pull everything fairly tight, and I'm going to put this tail through this loop. I'm going to hold on to that tail while I pull this tail, and then I shouldn't have a knot showing. So it's not the prettiest tassel, but it will do. And then you can just kind of incorporate all of that together. If you want to even out the ends, you can. I'm just going to roughly do that. And then kind of shake it out and make it look all weird again. And then we're going to add it to our zipper. Probably made that too thick. I'm just going to tie a cute little bow for right now. Everything's so little, I can't get to it. Okay. And then that'll kind of fray naturally, along with everything else. Let's take our little, hopefully everything's dry. We'll take our thingy out. Actually, I'm going to leave that in. I'm going to leave that in and let it dry. And then the next time I'm on, I can heat set it with you. Now there's our cute little tassel. Look how cute. Super cute. I love it. I just love little tassels. It makes everything fun. Okie doke. That was Ashley says super cute. Jason says love the tassel. Let me do it this way and we'll hold it up. There's our cute little zipper tote with our cute little tassel. I just love these things. So there you go. Okie doke. Thanks so much for hanging out with me this evening. I was a hot mess. This is a hot mess. So if you want to know what the hot mess is, make sure you go back and watch. And if you do a hot mess, I want to see what you do. And I should be live again on Wednesday. Yep, I should be live again Wednesday. So be watching my Facebook page for some more information about the Club Couture program that's changing on March 1st. And then also be watching for the Perks membership program that launches on March 5th. Let me just say, customer shopping at a discount per a monthly fee. But more information to come about that. Bonita says, love the butterfly. Thank you. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and hop off. I'll see you again on Wednesday. Thanks for hanging out with me this evening, and I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching.